Hi everyone, my name is Elisa and I'm doing working holiday in Japan. I've been here now for 8 months and I decided to take a little trip to Amanohashidate. I woke up at around 6 a.m. and started my day with some onigiri and miso soup. I took bus 206 to Kyoto station and after around 20 minutes I arrived at the station and looked for the boarding place of my next bus, the Tankai bus. The bus stop was really easy to find as it was well indicated. The trip to Amanohashidate takes around 2 hours from Kyoto station. I would recommend everyone to take the bus instead of the train as it's cheaper and also the view during the bus ride is wonderful because there's a lot of beautiful nature. The bus also makes a short stop at the parking lot so you can get some food or go to the toilet if needed. After 2 hours, I arrived at Amanohashidate station. The first thing I did was drop off my bag at my hotel, and after that I made my way to Amanohashidate Viewland, which was only 15 minutes away from the hotel. This amusement park is known for the chairlift and monorail. The entrance fee is included in the fee for the chairlift or monorail and in total costs 1,000 yen. The chairlift was really enjoyable but a little bit scary. There is no belt or whatsoever to keep you in a chair, so you should hold on to the handle. The chairlift doesn't go that far up, but it can still hurt if you fall. It takes around 6 minutes to reach the park. When you arrive to the top, there's a small stand where the staff can take your picture for you. So you can still get a good picture even if you're alone like I was. They take free pictures with your phone, but they also take some pictures with the camera for which you can pay. In this park, there are several rides. My friend Yuri recommended me the cycle car, so I chose to ride it. For one person, the ride is 300 yen and for two person it's 500 yen. I got a ticket and hopped on the bicycle, and at the entrance you can leave your bag in the rack so you don't have to worry about your luggage. To be honest, it was pretty scary. Because I was alone, the bicycle didn't have a lot of balance, so it felt kind of shaky. You can see also that I'm not entirely comfortable, but actually I had a lot of fun. It was a fun experience and the shaky part made it more exciting. Also, the view from the cycle car looked wonderful. Next, I headed to the Hiryukan Kaiho sky viewing path, where you can enjoy a panoramic view from the top. After having seen the view from another side, I headed back to the chairlift and with the chairlift. My opinion, but the view from the chairlift when you go back is way better than when you go up. I was glad that I went to the park after arrival, as when I left some big groups arrived, so my advice is definitely go early in the morning. After that, I was looking for something to eat. I only had my small breakfast and I was starving, so I walked around for a bit and found a cute cafe called Genmyoan. They didn't have any real lunch sets because it was still early, so I decided to go for egg and toast for 1100 yen. Wasn't really sure how to eat it, but I figured it was more of a dipping kind of thing, and it was very good. It was good to fill temporarily, but it wasn't good enough for lunch. Close to the cafe, there was also a temple called Chion-ji. Apparently you can gain wisdom from visiting the temple, and you can buy some fan-shaped fortunes at the temple and tie them to the trees. Out of all these temples I have seen so far in Japan, I think this is one of my favorites. I love the fan-shaped fortunes, and also there's a pond with koi. I would 100% recommend going here as it's also very easy accessible if you're just walking around the town. My friend Yuri also recommended me to go Amanohashidate Park. I decided to walk all the way from the station to the other side of Amanohashidate along the sandbar. While walking along this path, you come across a lot of different points of interest. After around 40 minutes, I arrived at the other side of Amanohashidate and I went straight to the Motoise Jinja, one of Japan's 3 famous scenic views, and a very high-ranked shrine. The shrine also had an inner area, but photography wasn't allowed, so I didn't do it. I continued my way past the Otanji and the Fudo Muryodo, but there wasn't a lot of things to see. I wanted to climb up some more, but I didn't see the chairlift. I decided to hike from Fuji Station to Kamatsu Park, and as a beginner hiker, it was quite a tough one. The map says that it's 20 minutes, but I believe it to be around 40 minutes, and the hike consists mostly of stairs and the path is surrounded by forest, so there's not a lot of things to see. When hiking up, you don't arrive at the park but at the view spot, and the view is again super beautiful, so definitely worth it. I didn't bring any water, but luckily you can buy water at the top. Then you could hike some more, and I was already very tired, but the road didn't seem like it was only stairs, so I told myself it would be okay to hike some more. It was a very deserted area and I didn't spot any other people walking around there, so it felt kind of uncomfortable and I started to wonder maybe I should not have continued the hike. However, after another 20 minutes, I arrived at the Nariaiji Temple gate, and close to the temple gate there was also a pagoda and an area with a pond, and both are like very beautiful. Nariaiji Temple is also known as a place where wishes come true, and it's said that those who come to the temple are granted a beautiful body and spirit. And I'm sure with all the hiking I contributed to a beautiful body. Then if you climb up some more, you can find the Bensanyama Observatory, where you can take another panoramic view picture, which is in some way kind of similar to the picture you can take of the Chueito Pagoda near Mount Fuji. After that I was done and I went down and I spotted Kasabo, which is the cute little mascot of the park, and I gave him a high five. There was also a little wedding area and a place to put your love log. I got some takoyaki because I was hungry. Then my legs were shaking from all of the hiking, so I took the boat back. When back, I was super tired, so I checked into the hotel. The hotel seemed alright for just one night. The staff was friendly and all suited up. And the only downside was that there was only one shower. If you wished to use the onsen, you had to go to the hotel next doors, and I'm not a big onsen fan, so I didn't really check it out. After the shower, I was gonna get some food, however, all of the restaurants had closed already. Apparently they closed around 5, and there weren't a lot of convenience there, so I decided to check out the family-owned supermarket. However, I couldn't find any good food, so I continued my search for food and I found some expensive sushi. I'm not used to eating fish a lot, so I was a little bit disappointed, but I was hungry and I needed to eat something. After my dinner, I did some planning for my next day in Ine and I put on a face mask. It was relaxing time! Thank you for watching this video about Amanohashidate. As this video is already quite long, there will be a part 2 of my trip to Ine, and if you're curious about it, please go check it out. Bye bye!